podcast up in the world right now, you know. Say word. OnlyFans, real estate, talking in fashion, let them know what's happening. Say word. On and off the court, in the field with the sports, let them know what's up. Say word. The conversation is active, from movies to action, it's the main attraction. Say word.
Another episode of the world's fastest growing podcast. I'm back in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I don't know how to even call this man, Mr. 1 million billion streams. Seem like every single week. Producer, writer, everything. My guy, King James Worthy. What's up, my brother?
What's popping, man?
Appreciate your time.
You having me.
Nah, I appreciate your time, man. I know you super busy, man.
It's all love.
Let's take it from the top. From New York, Queens. What part of Queens you from again?
Linden Boulevard, man.
Ooh, yeah. Back on the days on the boulevard,
Yeah.
we Linden.
Yeah, shout out to Tribe, man.
Word.
Yeah.
That's a monumental block. If you want to be realistic, you want to talk that talk. How was it growing up there in the culture?
Dope. I mean, New York is to me, I always call it a vibe because it always was and it always is. But just fast moving, a lot going on, but cultural. Like I grew up in music. I grew up around music, and not even just music, but the arts, entertainment. So I always tell people it was like the inevitable for me to want to be in entertainment because it was always there.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact. Who put the mic in your hand?
I think I put the mic like to myself. Like I don't think nobody knew that I wanted
credit
to do
for nobody.
music. Like later on, but being that music was always in the house and around, like I think it was just something about it that I just needed it. So, I was the one that really stepped up and I'm like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, blah, blah, blah. Then as time went on, I had mentors and people who supported and, of course, the family, I don't really come from a musical family, but they all love music. You know what I'm saying? So we all got that common denominator.
Man, I turn the internet on all the time. I'm old school, and all I see is streams after streams after streams. Your numbers is going up, man.
Yeah.
Yo, how does that feel? And it's not a question that's just like a question. It's a question of just like when you home sometime just chilling or you on the whip. How do you feel about that?
It's dope. I mean, I understand both sides of the coin. Like I understand the digital side and the streaming side, but I also still believe in hard ticket sales and real sales and downloads and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Those things matter because those are the people who actually buy the product. You know what I'm saying? Even though streams is a form of currency, but it's still the same business model to me how it was back in the day. Like sales still matter.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I wanted to get into how you got involved with Gipp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? Then we gonna go into the new record label.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. Let's go into Gipp first. Like you guys got music together. How did that relationship establish? Shout out to Gipp, man. Legend.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Big Gipp, man. Shout out to the whole Goody Mob, Dungeon family.
Legend, man.
All big brothers. And man, me and Gipp met a couple years back. We actually met through our good friend Corrupt. Shout out
Corrupt?
Yeah, shout out to the Corrupt in the Dog Pound and all that.
You with the legends. You a legend. You see what I mean? You already like you throwing out names like these is not regular names, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Corrupt at the time, he was recording at my studio.
Okay.
He was living in Atlanta at the time, and
okay.
My studio was the studio he was frequent at. And one day, me and Corrupt was working on a record. Wasn't really for a specific project. It was just kind of spitballing and putting the catalog of records together. And he came out of the booth and he told me, he was like, "Hey, man, I feel like we should put Gipp on this record." I'm like,
Two legendary groups, Dog Pound,
and
Goody
Mob. And when he said it, I'm like, that would be not only interesting,
definitely
dope,
would be interesting,
but definitely a new sound, especially for the type of record that we was doing. Yeah. Okay. So I was interested. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let's see what we could do. So he called him up. and Gip came through like a half an hour later, pulled up to the spot, and he wrote his verse right on the spot. He got on the record, and that was the first time not only we met, but we all were on the same song.
Okay.
So myself, Kurupt, and Gip, and down the line, eventually that song became one of me and Gip's songs called "Top of the World," which is on our EP.
I know you're a musical head. I want you honest though. Like I want you to be straight up with us on Say Word Podcast. Do you feel like music is in a good space right now?
Honestly, yeah, because I look at music as evolution. Like music has been evolving and is evolving all the time. Sometimes you don't even really know how to decipher what genre a certain song is.
Yeah, it used to be like that though.
Right. It was always,
you knew it was hip hop.
Yeah,
you knew
it was always
jazz.
a box.
Yeah.
But now
it's like positionless basketball.
Right.
It's confusing.
Everybody has a position. So sometimes these days you don't know what that position is. So
I agree with that.
Which I think that's the beauty of it, because there's no boundaries in creativity. There's no boundaries in making art. You know what I'm saying? I look at music as art. Now, the quality of that art is what's to be determined.
That's where I'm going at.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's why I'm
not saying that everything is good. There's a lot of greatness, but then there's a lot of stuff that ain't great.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the problem comes in with everything in the shuffle and in the pool of what's great and what's not great. And then you get the influx of the not great stuff that overshadows the great stuff. And that's where the discrepancy comes in. So look, we in a era right now, man, where everybody wants to be famous.
That's a fact.
Where everybody wants to be a star.
That's a
or
fact.
Everybody thinks they are a star or have what it takes to be one. And it's easy to say that, but it's not easy to really put in that work. You really gotta eat, sleep, and breathe this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is a game not for the weak.
Nah, you ain't lying. Like it's you said the key word. This is a game not for the weak.
It's not.
I ain't want to come here this morning.
Right. It's a lot of places I don't want to go. It's a lot of things I don't want to do.
I'm tired. Man,
I don't want to talk all the time, et cetera. But these are things we got to do, So, I think it's always two sides to the coin. You know what I'm saying? Like I think music is in a good space because it's very, very creative.
Okay.
More creative than it's ever been. But then on the other side, we're fighting against so much technology. Like we're battling AI. We're battling an influx of music that may not be quality. We're battling against the major labels. We're battling against conglomerates that control different aspects of things. So, it's just like you gotta get in where you fit in.
when you're like you having the record label, I'm gonna go into that in a minute, but like when you're looking for new talent, and what are like some of the, I'm gonna say qualifications, or what are some of the things that you're looking for in a new artist?
Not only the quality of the music, of course, but I look for the passion. Like, do you really have this passion for this? Like, do you have the drive for it? Is this really what you want to do? Because if it's based off of how much money you can get, then it's not the game for you. You know what I'm saying? Like with us, we're a real label. Yeah. We're a real team. We're not about clout chasing and going viral and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm working with someone, I'm working with them. We're working to make something not only great, but long lasting.
Let's be clear, y'all. This is not TikTok we're talking about.
Nah.
This is like a real label.
No, this is a real label.
This is not no TikTok. You make a song, this is like the real deal. But carry on, my brother. I'm just giving you a prop.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we move in a way to where we're not even just trying to sign acts just to sign them. Like if we're bringing somebody on our team, it's because you have something that probably somebody else doesn't.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then on top of that, I'm a hard critic. That's just me. Like,
are you hard on yourself as well?
Yeah, I'm hard on myself.
like that too, though.
I'm hard on the people that I love.
Yeah,
I'm
me
hard
too.
I'm hard on the art, on all of it,
Yeah, I'm
because
like
I want it to be as great as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even with the artists that I have on the roster now, you know, we have Truth Hurts, singer Truth Hurts, that's on the roster. We got singer Robin.
True Hurts?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That beat was crazy.
We have house dance legend Robin S. that's on our label. We have singing sensation pop star Tanisha Kelly on the label. These are all artists that have hits.
What's the name of the label again?
The name of the label is Humble Sound Records.
Humble Sound Records.
Yes.
Is it based in Atlanta?
We are based in Atlanta.
Okay.
But you know, sometimes I don't even like saying that because
Well, let's scratch that out.
even though we are, that's a fact. But you know, I don't really say that because we're kind of like broad, we're like our spectrum was just kind of like.
You don't want to keep it in the box.
Yeah. We don't keep it in the
we don't
box.
keep it in the box.
Yeah, so
especially with Atlanta.
Right. You know, people quick to put you in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a blessing not only to have your own imprint, but I don't take that lightly because there's a lot of people that can say they got an imprint, but do you really have an imprint? You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is we have major distribution with our imprint. We have stars on our imprint. You know what I'm saying? We represent some of the biggest names in music. And we've only been active for 4 months.
Wow. So y'all brand new, baby. I see how your pages. Yeah, it seemed like you just creating everything.
Yeah. We are a brand new label.
Well, what pushed you to create a label? Is it the BS that come with the music industry, the business? No, not to answer the question for you. I'm just kind of curious, like, what made you go that route?
A little all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, dealing with the BS, but then also too, I always wanted my own imprint because almost the way of saying, look, I signed myself.
That's a fact.
And I sign others. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm giving other people opportunity and I'm showing them the new way of how things are now. Because it ain't how it used to be.
Nah.
The whole business model is different. The whole structure of how to actually run a label is different. You know what I'm saying? So with me, even though I'm the one of the guys in the forefront, I'm still a tech nerd guy. Like I look at everything, I study everything, I watch everything, I watch people, I learn from people, I learn from these companies, I learn from these executives. For me, not only dealing with them for years and me having, you know, hits under my belt as a producer and a songwriter, but now I'm taking all of that into not only my artist career, but I'm taking that into my label as well to help other people.
What do you had made a comment about when you're looking for new talent? What does the talent outweigh passion though? Because a dude could be nice,
Yeah,
but like his passion is just like but he could be like nice. Do you see it sometimes with talent can overtake passion in a sense?
yeah, to a degree. I mean,
You know what I'm trying to say though, right?
I know what you're saying. Like, you know, to me, it's all about the confidence that you have too, because you could be talented but not be confident in your talent, or you might.
You see that a lot?
Yeah,
You see people that be nice, but they don't really know they're that nice?
yeah.
Wow.
I see a lot of people that have a lot of potential and they don't know how to unlock that potential, or they don't have the confidence to really be like, let me really showcase this how it needs to be showcased, and show people that, look, I'm that dude, I'm that chick, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it can't always be unlocked just from them. Like, they're a big part of it, but you gotta have people that surround you, that support you and encourage you too, because that matters. That matters. That's why a team is so vital.
Man, team is like
an effective team is so vital because they're the ones that have your best interests in your back. Because you can't do it alone.
nah, that's
You
a
can't
fact.
do it by yourself.
A team is like
A successful artist cannot be a successful artist by themselves.
I don't think nobody can be successful by themselves. If
Nobody.
If you're doing something like any of this, you need a team. Yo.
Nobody. Like, that's in any business.
Yeah, you need a team, yo. You need a good couple people that kind of got the
Absolutely.
same vision like you.
Absolutely.
On the same type of page, and I definitely. That's why whenever you hear somebody, whenever somebody win an award, the first thing they say is, "I thank God."
thank they
and then,
team.
and then like,
Yeah.
I thank my team. Da, 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 such and such, such and such.
'Cause that's what makes it. That's what
important. Yeah.
makes a train move. Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What you like doing most? Producing, writing, performing.
All the above.
Okay.
Because I really can't have one without the other.
Okay.
You know, like I can't make a record without lyrics. I can't make a record without production. And then, of course, without the talent, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as everything has a role to play. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm producing, might not be for me. Might be for somebody else, or vice versa. If I'm writing, might not be for me. Might be for somebody else. So it all plays a role. But you know, if it's for me, I'm not one of those people that's selfish either. Like, I don't have a I mentality. I have a teamwork mentality. So if it's
That's
something that I
respect.
can't do, or if it's something that I feel like, you know what, I might need another ear for this or another idea or whatever, I'm gonna bring somebody in that I know that is dope and probably they can help me with that. Or it might be something that I'm not hearing that they hear. And then now we got something totally different and better. And I think that's important because if people need to realize some of the most iconic songs and albums were not done by one person.
Nah, that's a fact.
They all had a
Like,
team of people
And different
in different
pieces.
scenarios
Yeah,
and
yeah,
different
yeah.
ways to make the masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jackson had at least 20 people working on one record.
That's
Kanye got 30 different people on one record.
everybody giving different.
Everybody got something to do with it.
Injecting
Like,
different things. in it.
but that makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on and you go through trial and error, that's when you learn that. Out the gate, you're gonna be a little bit self-centered and selfish because you
I
want
need
it to
help.
be about you and I'm the best songwriter, I'm the best producer, I'm the best singer, I'm the best rapper. You know, I gotta let people know what it is. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But there are gonna be them times when you be like, you know what? I don't really care about that no more. I care about the product. I want to have the best record.
It's like you know how like an NBA player be like individually winning every award, and then as time goes on, they want to get with a team to win the championship.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same scenario in a sense like that.
Yeah, like do you really want to keep chasing after the personal accolades,
The scoring title,
right? Or do you want the championship?
Nah,
You
I want
want the trophy. You want the ring.
Yeah, I want the.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'd rather take the Grammy
Yeah.
over me saying I'm the hottest songwriter and I'm out writing everybody.
Yeah, man.
Y'all
like,
can have that.
You can have that. Definitely.
I'll look at my Grammy.
Definitely. Let me talk about this hip hop beef. I got you here.
Okay.
I seen Kendrick Lamar the other day on TV, and it's so funny I'm saying this. I seen this dude on TV. Looked like he just brought the whole West Coast back. Did you see this?
I saw that.
Did you? But and you're a music head. You didn't feel like it just seemed like he just took the whole West Coast with him.
I felt that.
The energy was just like, yo, the West Coast, we back. And it just seemed like, in a sense, the song against Drake was dope. But it seemed like when he performed it the other night, it just made it go to a whole nother level.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's the
just-
energy, and it's in LA,
Yo.
and I mean, I look at all this stuff is calculated. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Like that whole beef to me was calculation, which led to that moment for him. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah,
Up to that concert?
yeah, absolutely,
Whoa. I didn't even
Absolutely.
look at it like that.
absolutely.
So you think he's sitting down like, okay, I got the concert on, let's just say April 7th.
You know what? I'll make it even simpler for
Wow.
you. Is it a real beef if a beef record goes on streaming?
I never even looked at it like that. Damn.
Right?
Nah, you right.
It's all about in today's game. It's all about how you monetize, how you present things, and how you capitalize off of every moment of that visibility. That's all it is.
So with that being said, you think he beat Drake?
I mean, I don't even I don't really look at it as a beef.
You don't- okay.
So
Okay.
I don't really choose sides. You
Okay,
know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like I think maybe he had a bigger moment because of what just transpired.
Okay.
But other than that, that's all I got.
All right. Hip hop, man. I want to ask you this question in the beginning. Who's some of the hip hop people that inspired you?
Some of the hip hop people.
It could be hip hop, R&B, jazz. Like, who's some of the musicians that inspired you?
Man, so many, but Tribe Called Quest, top. That's off top.
Let me tell you something before not to even cut you off. I'm from New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Low End Theory album. Like, Zay, you don't know nothing about this, Zay. You don't know nothing about this. He
You know
got
what?
a Falcon shirt on.
I tell you this.
The Low End Theory album. We got the jazz.
Yeah.
Microphone check 1
Check
2.
the
What
rhyme,
is this?
all that, yeah.
The 5 foot, like, check, yo, that album, that Low End thing, like, classic example of a date rape. You remember this album?
Absolutely.
That album was like, that album came out, I think I was in 7th grade, yo. That album
Bugging
was
Out, all
bugging
that.
out. That album was retarded.
But the first album I ever bought in my life was Midnight Marauders.
Midnight Marauders.
And I remember that day because
Don't like
that day was very special because not only I bought that album, but Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers came out the same day.
those 2 albums came out the same day?
Same day.
Let me go back. Hold up. Let me go back. I'm thinking, like,
I bought both of those albums.
that 36 Chambers album though was.
Yeah. That's why that day was so monumental.
Yeah, when that. See, that was the time when you go buy the record. You go to the store.
Right.
I don't care if you got to buy the bootleg. Like, but that was the time when you actually buying the
But
record.
also, too, it wasn't just about Tribe. It was Tribe, but Q-Tip was also one of my favorite producers.
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize Q-Tip produced so many records.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
Q-Tip is like a
Q-Tip
musical
is the
genius.
guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah, Q-Tip one of my favorite guys. Like, I always like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, Tribe, Q,
Who else you like?
Houdini.
Said Houdini?
Yeah, Houdini, they were my mentors. Rest in peace, Ecstasy. He was my mentor.
Wow. Legends.
Legends. Man, there's so many. Jay Dilla.
J. Dilla.
Man.
You give me names I didn't think you even was gonna say. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, but even to go, I guess, more current, I'm a big Kanye West fan.
Okay.
Not only artist-wise, but production-wise,
he's
great
super.
producer. Just Blaze.
Jizz Blaze.
Pharrell Williams. Max Martin. If y'all don't know who Max Martin is, one of the biggest pop producers
I'm about
in
to
the world.
Google him. As soon as like
Max Martin.
whenever I hear
Diplo.
these stories, I Google the person. I'll
yeah.
be curious.
You'll be surprised.
I'll be curious.
You'll be very surprised. I mean, Nile Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many.
Atlanta, the hip hop sound of Atlanta. I mean, you hear.
Mm-hmm.
So and we're from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say this on TV, but I'm gonna say it. Cause Atlanta seemed like they on top in the hip hop world.
Atlanta's hot.
I had DJ Scream on the show. He's like, JoJo, we definitely on top. Do you ever feel like New York will ever get back to that supreme?
Honestly, I don't think so.
So it's over for us.
I wouldn't say it's over, but see, one thing about New York is it's too much competition based. everybody wants to be against each other.
You don't think it's like that in the
There's
South?
no camaraderie.
Yeah, I could dig that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Atlanta is a little bit more accepting with working with each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see a lot more collaboration in Atlanta
Okay.
than you'll see in New York.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, too, New York has to decipher what the New York sound is again.
I don't even. It's crazy.
Because you can't really even say what it is.
I don't even know
unless
the-
you're saying New York drill, but that's over with.
I don't even know New York. Like, we had Gip on the show, and Gip was like, "Since when did New York do drill music?"
That's what,
Like,
exactly.
he was just like,
exactly.
like I don't even know what the New York sound is no more.
That's the point.
You remember back in the day, you hear something from New York, you know,
Right.
You
You
like,
when
oh,
you
they
hear
from
New York record, okay, that's
They're from New
what
York.
it is. But now it's
Now-
like New York kind of copies what's popular.
Yeah.
Or that's all they play. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Atlanta,
Atlanta rocking though.
you gonna know Atlanta.
Atlanta rocking though. They've been consistent. They've been
Right.
consistent, like
Because
yeah,
you know
like
why?
the last 25 years.
You know why? Because Atlanta adapts. Atlanta collaborates, and then also Atlanta is diverse. So you'll hear different styles going on in Atlanta. And those are the artists that's breaking like nationally. You know what I'm saying? Who's breaking nationally from New York?
I know. That's why I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Shout out to Fabulous, man.
And yeah, shout out to Fab. I love Fab.
Shout out to Fab, man.
Love Fab.
Shout out to Fab. Before we get you up out of here, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I play this little game. It's called Say the Word.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You gotta give me your honest answer.
Okay.
First question is Mobb Deep or MOP?
Mobb Deep.
Jay-Z or Biggie?
Biggie.
LL or Nas?
Nas.
Rakim or Big Daddy Kane?
Big Daddy Kane.
Master Ace or Cool G Rap?
Cool G.
Dirk or Lil Baby?
Dirt.
Megan Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj?
Nicki.
Timberland or Pharrell?
It's funny because they from the same place too. I gotta say Pharrell. Pharrell got that. But you know what? You know why I say that? Because Pharrell was not only a great producer, he came from a production duo,
The Neptunes.
the Neptunes, and then he was to me, he was one of the original hook guys. Like a lot of people don't realize, a lot of the records that Pharrell produced, he already had hooks on. It's the reason why he had all them hits with everybody else.
He was dropping
as an
them back.
artist.
Yeah, okay.
So he'll give Jay-Z a beat with the hook already on it.
That's amazing though. That's like giving somebody like an apartment with like
Right.
it's furnished already.
And Timbaland did that too.
Okay.
He did that too.
Okay. Shout out to Timberland. The last question is Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. All day.
That's what it is,
And I
man.
love Prince too, but he ain't touching Mike.
That's what it is. That's what it is. My guy King James Birthday in the building. My guy,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you checking in, man.
Nah, it's all love, bro.
Let them know where they could get all the music on all platforms, new record label, all that.
Yeah, follow us at Humble Sound Records, the new record label I got in conjunction with Sony Music. Shout out to Sony. Right now, I got my new single out right now called Your Heart off my new EP that I'm dropping this August called Cups of Coffee. I'm excited about that one. It's my official EP in 3 years.
Wow.
That I'm dropping. So I know a lot of my fans is waiting on that. A lot more other music coming too. A lot of other collaborations. Me and Gip got new music coming out pretty soon
out to
too.
Gip.
Shout out to Gip. Man, just stay tuned, man. Follow me at King James Worthy, all social media. Stay tuned to the updates, man. We working.
And that's what it is, man. New episode be out soon. Everybody say word. We up out of here. Peace out, Atlanta.
Hey.
The fastest growing podcast up in the world right now, you know. Say word. OnlyFans, real estate, talking in fashion, let them know what's happening.